Hello guys, so I'm finally gonna make a tier list for the game, giving my opinion. I didn't check others' tier list so I don't get biased by this, but yeah, I'm gonna try to separate my preference from actually thinking of the game of the characters in this case because I might give Lucia SS just because I like her costumes, I like her design and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to um, be be on point and base it on what the game provides right now and how the characters perform. So I'll start with the easiest one for me, which is and also the hardest for me, which is Lucia. Lucia, uh, uh, before I even start, I want to say there's no bad characters. They all do the purpose. They all can work. They're just some that are better than others. But you can clear all the content with any character. I'm doing with Lucia on every team, no problem, even though I think she's a bit tier. My problem with Lucia is that she has way too HP and way too DPS, way too less DPS. She's supposed to be a sniper, so when I saw Lucia, I never played first soldier, but when I expect a sniper, I expect like on the other games, big crits, big damage, one hit and run, stuff like that. And Lucia kind of falls short. She has a nice weapon, the black rifle, which I like because gives critical damage, physical attack, and it's pretty easy to get. And it's because it's on my summons. That's the weapon I see the most on my rerolls. It's a black rifle, so that's why I say it's easy to get because I see it a lot. But anyway, she have a nice weapons, but for example, that weapon is good on Cloud. It's good on Zac. It's good on other physical damage DPS, which I think Lucia lacks. She's not bad. I just hope she was better than this. But yeah, next part is Matt, which I'll give her an A. He, I don't like him as much as I thought I would because he's an hybrid. He's he's like Tifa in some sort or a Harith, but nothing too great. It can be a good magic DPS, sure, and also can make a heal. And he also have a limit breaker, the second one that heals and give you some buffs. So he's more of a support with the option with do some magical damage. I think is better as a magical dealer than a physical dealer. So, but why? Um, it feels like it doesn't excel in everything. Or maybe I just after comparing with the other healings, not name because it will be a spoiler. I think he lacks something, and maybe I'm just comparing with that character too much. But after using that character, having Matt on the team feels a bit lackluster. I was expecting more from him. To finish the first soldier's storyline, I'll say its name is Glenn, right? I guess. Yeah, Glenn. Glenn is an A tier to me as well, better than Matt. in my opinion. But the problem with the way of my thinking is he does a lot of damage, so I could put him on S, but he does nothing else. The thing with Matt, he does a lot of stuff, but doesn't excel at something. I think Glenn does damage and nothing else, so maybe he just missing his banner weapon, his big damage weapon, and it will make him suppress the other DPS. But right now, I like Glenn more than I should because in story it's just annoying. But I like his weapons. You get a free scythe weapon, which is also one of his best and one of the best damage dealer weapons that he have, the physical ones. And also you have the event free one right now, so it's a free to play unit, so that's good. You can build him pretty fairly decent free to play. But I think he's missing something, or at least a better weapon for him. So right now, to make a little bit more red 13, I think he doesn't do a lot of damage. He have a healing, but he have AoE limit breaker and stuff like that. But uh, he's just a little bit above Lucia. Maybe he's a B because I think he's better than Matt. I think Matt does his work better, but yeah, I'll put it like this for now. I'll give Red a B. It's not bad, but with the current, and you already have a banner weapon, so I kind of was expecting more from him, but mm, I don't, I don't feel he's right on the place right now. Maybe just some stuff away, maybe it was one or two weapons away, but right now I think he's worse than Matt. If you need a damage dealer with combining of healings to support your team, maybe you're better with Matt than Red, at least in my opinion. I like Red as a character. I actually like him. Um, but so it's sad for me not see him higher, at least higher than the First Soldier storyline, because First Soldier doesn't have any nostalgia for me because I never played. They are cool characters and all, but doesn't have the same feeling as the rest. So it's sad for me to put Red as low as he is, but I think he's compare being logical. Math, I think Math is better than Red. Red has AoE damage on limit break, but mm, right now in the current content you don't really need it. So yeah, I'm weak compared to other players, but even me clear the floors that I'm in fast enough not to need any AoE for now. So maybe that will change in the future once I get stronger. Maybe I'll get more weapons of red on the future. Maybe I can test him even more. But right now is a B tier for me. Next, Tifa. Tifa, I'm kind of debating on S or A, but I'm gonna give her a S just because she has a nice. She's like an A plus for me. But she has a nice single target damage. She's a have a fast debuffer. I mean the limit break, And the thing with the somersault, I think that's the name. Uh, the thing with that limit breaker is that it's also make your DPS, physical DPS, hits higher. So if you ever with, let's say, Glenn, Zach, or Cloud as a physical, after you use somersault for a time, your damage will make it higher. So she can also be used as a support. And even though the limit break doesn't do much damage on itself, I think it's worth it to use because it's fast. You can get the limit break fast, and it kind of supports your team, so that's nice to have. And the rest of the weapons and her kit and stuff like that, she's a nice single target DPS. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but when I had her with Aerith, Cloud, and Tifa on the team, Tifa seems to always attack more than Cloud, for example. I don't know if I was imagined, but she kind of lands more damage on the basic level, the basic damage dealer, the basic attack. Sorry, she seems to land more, but maybe I'm crazy. But nothing that is really important, but just a little bit niche, so I can explain her as I guess because she's not bad, and she also have a healing weapon. She's a really solid character, and I'm gonna give her an S just because her DPS is not as high as the others, especially one other physical DPSer, but the somersault being fast and debuffing the enemy make it worth it in my opinion. At least for me, I like Tifa a lot. I like using Tifa on the team, and she makes the content a little bit faster to for me to kill. So yeah. Next, I'll get this out of the way. I'll give Aerith an S. She's like the best character in the game, in my opinion. Her healing is insane. If you have Fairy Tail, even if you don't have any dupes for Fairy Tail, the Kuraga or the skill, I don't know if it's called Kuraga if you don't have dupes, because I already have dupes, so I don't know. But the skill on that staff, it's amazing. It's an awesome healing. It saves you a lot from other content. So that's why Matt feels a little bit lackluster because with the new umbrella weapon that she have from the new banner, she can be a hybrid like Matt of healing and magic. And I don't know if it's just because of the healing, but she makes the content way easier than Matt. And I don't like to have two of the same roles on the team. So yeah. Aerith is amazing. She has heals. Her weapons provide a lot of of buffing. I think it's the Mythic Rod or something that have a small heal with a buff. Uh, you can build a full heal. You can build a full hybrid DPS magic and healing. She provides a lot. Even if you don't go full heal, she heals a lot, and she does the healing job seems way easier. I was managing to make harder content, solo content, even before getting the power recommended, just because of her. She's an amazing character, even though I like other characters more than Aerith in this game. At least for now, she's the best character in my opinion. Just because, not because she does a lot of damage, no, but because she does a damage and make your content and your life easier. So yeah, I like her a lot. So next, Barrett, A tier. Is better, in my opinion, than Glenn. Barrett can tank a little bit. He can carry some floors with him. He has a nice limit breaker. He has nice animations. The limit breaker does a lot of damage. So she has some debuffs as well. I think, yeah, the limit break, the grenade is the best for him in my opinion. It looks cool, and his weapons also gives a lot of helping in terms of skills and stats. And one thing I forgot about Tifa, uh, one of her gloves, I think it's the motor, the one with the small knuckles, um, is one of the best physical damage so you can put on sub weapon for your big DPSer. So if you're using stuff like Glen or the other physical weapons, maybe you want her weapon just to sub because it gives a lot of physical attack, and I think it's wind damage or resist something like that. But it gives a lot of physical attack. So if you need a little bit to progress on physical attack, air weapon is the way to go, at least until you can get other stats. But yeah, she also has nice weapons for that, so you can use on sub. But yeah, Barrett is a nice DPS. He has a decent tanking ability, and he has a high DPS limit breaker and makes farmer a little bit easier. But still not. I'm doing this thinking that he have feature banner weapon. It was the first with Murasame, and Glenn, for example, doesn't. Uh, and I think they are equal. The only reason I think Barrett is better than Glenn is because Barrett does more than just damage. If it was comparing to damage, I think Glenn is still better, but Barrett provides a little bit more to the teams like debuffs and tanking and stuff. Zack is kind of like Tifa between A and S, but I'll give him an S just because he's versatile. He doesn't have a feature weapon, but he has a free. He's like Glenn. He has a free from the box right from the get go, and he has a free from the event, the umbrella, and he's versatile. He can do a lot of stuff. He can do magic build. He can do physical build. He can do critical build. He can do tanky build. And when I say crit, everyone can do crit build, but his skills on every single weapon, at least most of them, the damage one, seems to provide crit. It seems to provide critical percentage on the skill. So if you ever find a way, one thing I forgot to talk about on the things I need on the game, if you ever get a way to upgrade your critical rate, I think Zach will be the first to that I want to try the critical build damage build because is way too good. And even with magic, it does a lot of damage. It doesn't do a lot like crazy big damage, but in he being versatile like this, he be able to heal, he able to buff, he able to magic damage, he able to physical damage, he able to tank. His build seems his weapon seems to favor crits. I like this character a lot. I have a lot of fun with Zack on the team, and he's amazing. Maybe not as much as other character, but yeah, Zack is a close, close main for me. I mean, the last character because he's my favorite character of all time since I was a kid playing Final Fantasy 7, and he has the most fun physical damage build. But Zack is a close second for me. Maybe once he gets a feature banner weapon, I mean this guy. He is amazing. His limit breaker is like Cloud. Um, his stuff. He's able to do physical element damage. He's able to do magical damage. I like him a lot. He's fun. He's a easy as character. As you can see, SS is uh, free. I'm not gonna put Cloud on SS. I'm saving this for the Sephiroth. I, I have a pretty idea that they will release Sephiroth being OP. I don't know why, but that's I think that's the way. By the way, they hyping and delaying the gameplay with Sephiroth. I think that's the way they will go. So I'll save this for Sephiroth. Cloud. Cloud. See, nah, I'm kidding. Imagine that. Now, Cloud is an easy S for me. I'll put Harith in front of him because she provides more to the team. She heals. She makes your life easier, like I said. Cloud is a physical DPS monster right now. You have two elemental feature weapons, the Murasame and the Marine Sword. The gameplay, I was not gonna make a video talking about the difference because the difference are not too much. I think Murasame build for him is more aggressive, does more damage uh, with a vest and stuff like that, while the Marine is more of a high DPS but high survivability build that you focus. And one is thunder, one is water. I think they are on equal grounds. It depends on the gameplay you prefer. I have a lot of fun with marine build, but I do higher damage on Murasame build. So yeah, if I wanted to main just one account, I think I'll main the Marine Sword right now because I like um, he being a hybrid tanking and DPS, not just a full DPS. And the damage is not that different on the levels that I have the weapons currently. Maybe that change once I max the weapons. But right now the damage is not that different. And yeah, Claude is self-explanatory. I think everyone was expecting him to be the the, the best character, and to damage dealing, he's the best damage dealer in the game. The healing, she's the best healing in the game. She's just in front of him because she helps him and the other teammate being alive, and I think that's more valuable than just raw damage. But yeah, this is my current tier. I was kind of sad to make this to a B. I don't think anyone deserves a C or a D. I think every character is good. I think you can use any character you want. You can use red and beat the game. Um, but I think these four units are the most fun to use to be used. Cloud just because he's Cloud and do damage, he goes brew on everything. Zack, uh, I had a lot of surprise with Zack because when I play with on the Chris Card storyline, I was gonna put him between B and A. But once I start reading his weapons, start testing these combinations, and even the umbrella, if you're a magic dealer, the umbrella is really nice to have. So it provides. He gets. He have a leaning curve. You start thinking is shit, but once you use him and once you start to feel comfortable with the way the game feels, it gets up there. It's not as insane DPS than as Cloud, but is really, really, really good. I really like him. So give me your opinions about what you think about this tier, and subscribe and give it a like for more. Bye bye.